I guess we'll start with update first from this pivot.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. So, my updates is about the landing page. Basically, the deadline is tomorrow. That we just finished the first draft of the landing page, and there's will be some improvements, and I'd like to help Mas Rizal with the next improvement. But currently, I still need Mas Rizal to do it, and would continue after the second iteration is done. And then I would like to extend actually the due date, maybe until the end of this August, so 31st of August. And we'll start doing Facebook ads after that. After that, so it will be begin on September for the Facebook ads. So that's the first card, and for the second card, yep, basically, I already applied the promo travel for Uluwatu Village House, but we haven't get any booking from that promo. I actually apply it yesterday. No, 2 days ago, and then we also had meeting this afternoon with Amelia from Booking.com, and we get like some insights, which is we can actually evaluate each property for performance from here, and maybe I would like to not maybe I would like to classify this card, this task card as done, and we'll pivot to the research on the optimization of Booking.com listing, basically. So that's all the update from my side. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, should I move? Maybe we can ask the secretary to move it to done
Yeah,
the
sure.
optimization.
Will do.
And then don't forget to create the new card. Okay, so does anybody have question for this update? No? Okay, then we'll start with Fidis.
Right. After everyone, sorry, I was just from product development meeting. For my update, first the price lab versus smart pricing Airbnb. The update is that we will have a meeting. I think Lilis and I will have a meeting with the Panshu on next Monday. So that's the update, and the updates for this report for this week have been reported yesterday. Next, I've completed the market building filter algorithm with Mawayan and also Lilis as a result of the meeting earlier this afternoon, and it is already passed to product development for technical development, basically. Then meeting with Joy, the update's only that Lilis have added some questions. I have also added some questions to be asked to Joy tomorrow on our meeting tomorrow. Then there are no update for B5.1. Sorry, it's just hand over to me. Then also for the another task that is a request from digital marketing. Basically, Cariza asked whether it's potential to scrape contacts from Google. So basically, there is it's only made like for an hour, so it's only like an MVP. That's the result basically from the website and also the emails.
Wow.
And the sample, but it's really like just like I just type like some code, and then the parameter is, for example, like the location and type, and the constraint. There are a lot of constraint because it's only a sample to like proof of concept, something like that. But I've already given the script to Carizal so that he can explore himself. I've already shared the script basically. That's it for my update.
Okay. Thank you, Fidi. So does this meeting Joy Takandong the same with the meeting that you say for Price Lab versus smart pricing?
Oh, it's a different one. So smart pricing is Price Lab and Joy Takandong is Airbnb, as stated in the card.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering, do you have like the goal of the meeting with Price Lab about what you want to expect?
It's already added regarding on strategy and price scheme in the activity.
Oh, okay. Sip. Okay, that's all because I just wondering what's the purpose.
All good.
Of the meeting.
Thank you.
So,
Chair.
does anybody has any other question for Yudi? Okay, then we should move on to my pivot. So for the BI B.12, my newest progress is that I've made the contract for the general contract for the agent. And for those who didn't know yet, there will be two contracts: the general and then the specific contract. The general is for the agents, and then after, if the agent get client for a certain property, then we will make another specific contract. And I've also made the flyers that can be seen on the attachment about on that I will be using to approach potential agent. And I'll start to approach tomorrow. And also, yep, that's all. That's all from my update. Thank you. Does anybody ask question? Okay, then we should move on to. Oh yeah, for pricing for Manta Cottage, I have no update. Okay, next. Oh yeah, Vidi.
Yeah, just this is just a reminder, because since you're going to approach the agent partnership starting tomorrow, don't forget to visualize your progress using the funnel thing. Do you know
Ah,
the
thank
funnel
you.
thing? Yeah, so that
That's
we know
why.
your outreach, your reply, how many is
Ah,
converted, something like that. It and write it in the description so that it's not buried in the activity.
oh, okay. Thank you, Vidi, for the suggestion. Okay, then next to Tara Spider.
Well, my updates are mostly to do with the marketing chapter. So I have spoken with Jing over the weekend and then again today. So I've already begun like analyzing some of the data that marketing has access to. And yeah, like I'm going to have another pairing with the two other members of DM, Mas Gani and Mas Aldo. Just talked to Mas Rizal today. And yeah, I think this is a good start to, like helping them figure out like what can be done based off of data. And yeah, it's a pretty good discussion, and a lot of progress I think can be made. So and yes, I was ill, so I was not able to do a lot of progress in terms of like Python and pandas, but we'll be resuming that probably to today. Like I'm feeling better, so that's good. And yeah, no updates with the Villa Cana owner. I haven't heard from Nadine yet, and I'm still waiting for her response from the guests. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my updates.
Yeah, thank you, Tara. Now, you said that you have a discussion with Rizal about the BIC 1.0 initiative, right?
Mm.
Maybe you can put like the discussion on the activity so that we know you have done discussion.
That's true. Since I just put the card in today, I'll do that later after this scrum. Thank you for reminding
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, does anyone have any question for Tara's update? No? Okay, then we should move on to Jing's pivot.
Oh,
Oh, Jing, you want to ask question?
yeah. Here's the thing. I think for this one, Tara, for offering the deal to Kanha property owner, we should probably get Tara the contact as quickly as possible for the Kanha owner, because the longer this sits on the funnel, the more the guests will shop. Typically, for any deal like this, it needs to be closed within 24 hours. That's usually the time limit. If it takes longer than 24 hours, generally think about it, right? You're shopping for a place, and the first offer doesn't get back to you. You probably, you don't want to wait a day or two. You probably want to book right now, right? So, in this particular regard, I'll get you the owner's contact and probably reach out and ask her.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, sorry. I have already reached out to the owner. It's more like she agreed, and I'm waiting for Nadine's to tell me what the guests like if they fully
Oh,
agreed
okay,
to.
all right. Then
Yeah.
I see.
That makes sense. Yeah, the guests asked for a reduced price for next month, basically. And yeah, I already offered it to the owner, and she was very much like she agreed and everything.
Okay,
So,
all right. So it's been
and
5
I
years.
told Nadine.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you, Tara.
Okay, thank you. So maybe you can start with Jing's pivot.
Okay, so what I did was I asked basically actually, this is a little bit stuck right now because the finance board is closed. But I asked Buddy to put this on my list, and this is essentially a workflow for Wyana's current finance workflow. But I think, anyways, the finance dashboard is closed right now, so I'm not sure what to do. So I'm kind of stuck.
Actually, but you have made like basically the new workflow
Okay.
based on the new best practice and the new tools. I believe Joseph already seen that, right?
Yep. Yep, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah, for Bayu's part, I think it's done. So if Joseph have a question regarding the workflow and everything, we can just ask Bayu because Bayu made that to make it clear for the finance.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Quick question. So, who's implementing Bayou's new workflow then, Wyana?
We both Joseph and me implementing new workflow
Okay.
based on the tools and the staff of
Okay.
because a bit different than previous one.
Understood. Okay. If that's the case, then I would request that we see that card on Joseph's or your stack before I remove this one. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I will attach it right now actually.
Okay. Okay. Back to the chat.
Back to the chat.
okay, thank you. Okay. So I guess you can mark it as done.
Not yet. We'll keep it on the
Oh,
stack,
not yet.
and when I see the new card either on Wyana or Joseph's stack, then I'll remove this card. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. So no question. Then we should move on to Wayana's pivot.
Actually, wait. Let me- Mine is actually, I believe Lilis have made the card. Thank you, Lilis. You're being very active, and I'm thinking I think collaborate with Joseph because this is similar, but in different what you call. But we
Different audience.
yeah different audience but the end goal it's it look like the same that get more. I think it's a bit different though. Mine is looking for um okay, give me a second. Mine is looking actually for a person to give me a lead, but Joseph is, I understand, to give me to give you a guess, right, Joseph?
Yep.
Oh yeah, a bit different. So never mind. So I will make my own uh, flyer. I coordinate with content. I need make a flyer and stuff.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, a bit different. Yeah, after I read your thing, it's yeah different than mine.
So
Okay.
also, are you trying to find like another agent or?
Now, basically, I plan to find a lead generator, Mobilas, basically, to be partner with us.
Oh, I see.
Supply and demand, Joseph. You're doing demand generation. Wyana's doing supply generation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you.
I just started. I will put my plan after this.
Okay. So anybody has question for Wayana's update?
Maybe additional
Yep.
from me.
Lilis?
Yeah. So I guess I will help you to prepare your content for the flyer more, and also something like not really the contract, but the workflow. I guess as I write down there, and later on I'll transfer it to you, and then you can coordinate with content team to help you to make the flyer. That one. And the next one, yeah, I think maybe you can prepare for the audience, like and also the channel. Perhaps you want to reach out by Facebook or WhatsApp or something like conversing on internet or something like that. to get
Yeah,
new
we'll
batches.
prepare that. Yeah.
Thank you, Moayan.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. So we are done with the updates, and now, Mrs. Secretary, can you share your screen
Yep. Okay.
and tell us what is the summary of today's? Yep.
All right. Okay. So Lilith will be extending the due date for the landing page till the end of August. And yeah, she will consult Rizal about the next improvements that should be done, and Facebook ads should begin coming out again or being worked on in September, so next month. And then she will also be pivoting to optimizing the booking.com listings. No? And then for BD, he will be having a meeting with Kat Lilis with Dipanshu. And he's also passed the market building filter over to product development for, I guess they're just going to check on things. And then also there's also like proof now that we can like scrape for context, and Rizal will, take over from there. And then in regards to Joseph, he's already made the general contract for agents and will be making flyers, or will be sharing his flyers to approach agents with. I've already had pairing with Jing and Rizal, and I'll be pairing with the other two DM members tomorrow with Jing as well to discuss analytics and such. And we'll be resuming my programming stuff today as well. And in regards to Jing, if I'm not wrong, I think Joseph and Wayana will be implementing Bayou's new workflow. Yeah, okay, cool. And that they should have, well, on one of their stacks, the new card should go on there, and he'll remove his card. And then Wayana will be making her own flyers with the content team in regards to the freelance lead generators, and that Lilis will be helping her with the flyers too, and a contract type of thing. And yeah, I think that's everything. Please let me know if I've missed anything, guys. And yeah, back to the chair.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Secretary, for the summary. That's good summary. Okay, I guess we'll just move on to Tableau right now. Okay, so for the past 2 days, we've got like 10 bookings, and for the, I don't think there is like a big improvement on daily basis, but if you look at the monthly revenue, we've got a lot of bookings on December because it's Christmas time. So yeah, I think, and for the squad revenue growth, we actually um, squad squad one is actually still the highest contributor, and but yeah, all is still underperforming. Okay, I think that's from my insight. Maybe any, okay, Jing.
Since the SLA is based on growth, can we take a look at seeing where the growth is right now for the overall
Okay,
company? Yeah.
it's still
Negative.
minus 95%.
Okay. And let's go to Lilith real quick. What's the target, Lilith, for the SLA?
Okay, sir. So previously we proposed at least 93.5. So actually, yeah, that's the number. The number that is makes sense. But the reason why this one specifically, it's really a lot. Uh, what is that difference in amount of revenue basically?
Mhm.
Um, because the increase last year from the previous month to today's month is very big, I guess. Can you see it, Joseph?
Yep.
The orange bar, the orange colors. Yep. So it is for the 6.8. So it just like we realize also there is like some changes over that, and also for the next month will be like lowering again. So uh it is the seasonal factors, but we'll try
Okay.
basically.
See, seasonality should be the same, meaning that like even now, I would expect there to be more business in August than in September, right? So that kind of accounts for it. But you are right. The month-on-month change last year was pretty dramatic, and there could be some factors that are tied to that, such as new properties added, even or new property activations that we don't have this year. Okay, but we're looking to get 1.5% more to reach our SLA. Is that correct?
Sorry, sir.
So we're at 95 right now, so we're looking for a 1.5% improvement before the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
And it's I guess we can't achieve it because it's so many revenue, I guess.
What would be the total revenue that we would need in order to achieve that goal?
Let's see. Can you go back to the orange one, you said?
Yep.
No, on the growth.
Okay.
Yep. I guess that's 405, 445, and then so it's 6.5.
6.5%. Yeah. It's about about $5,000 more than
About
where we are. Yeah.
28, yeah, $29,000. So it's
Okay.
it's higher than the whole Winters predicts basically.
I see. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's keep on going then.
Okay. Thank you for the insight, Lilis and Jing. Anybody has any other insight on the BV analytics? No? Then we will move to the RM tools. Okay. For the RM tools, there's actually not a big difference from last week, I believe. It's still Despacito and Mi Fila.
Sorry, Mr. Chair, the filter, Mr. Chair.
Oh, yeah. Wait, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
Because we expect to see the inquiries dropping, I think. But it raised again yesterday.
Oh, yep, yep. Yeah. Okay, so yep, we got a lot of inquiries in the Nivilas, and the Despacito is actually on the lower part of the graph. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of things that change.
Mr. Chair,
Oh
could you
yeah,
scroll
Bing.
down a little bit?
Yep.
I saw that there were some blues in the very bottom.
Wait.
The popular.
Gunyanda.
Oh, okay. Puri Sabina. Wow. Okay, so that doesn't help. Puri Sabina didn't help. Kayana didn't help. Puri Kalapa didn't help. Wow. Interesting. Okay. I'm kind of curious why Puri Kalapa would be empty, but okay. Interesting.
Actually, sir, regarding the CSC thing,
Yeah.
I think I saw a notification in Airbnb that they're through their internal system they have inquired us to like set that we have applied some form of cleaning.
Yes. Okay, good. It's ready here now, yeah?
Yes. Yep, and also in Booking.com that's also happened, and that's why Andre joined us with the Booking.com meeting this afternoon. So
Okay.
that's two OTAs applying internally what we have done.
Okay. Then it's time to jump on board that program now. So we were doing CSC.
Yes. We just have to.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the insights. And for the tracking bookings, wait, huh? Okay, so Despacito remains as the most booked property during this time. And oh, actually, Seminyak goes down to 11%. I believe it was 40% before. And Ungasan take the is now the biggest, 28%. And Yogyakarta has also fallen a lot. Yeah, yep. I guess that.
Actually, Mr. Chair, the filter again, it's October. Yesterday we set the date to August. August.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, you can click on the date. Actually,
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, of course, it's still Seminya. Yeah, it's still Seminya, and Despacito is still the most booked. So there's not much difference from last scrum, I believe. Do anybody see anything news in this graph? Maybe.
no, actually not about the graph. But yesterday, Lilis and I took a peek on the projection by Winterholt because we are approaching the end of the month for next month, and we're expecting to see a low number next month.
Ah,
Even if we achieve uh, the one that Winterholt predicted for this month. But since we don't, so we will expect a lower number. But we have to see until the end of the month.
Like 20,000, I guess. Every $20,000.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
ah, okay. Thank you for the insight, Lulis and Vidi. So we're going to have lesser booking than this month next month. Okay. Do anybody have any other insight? Okay, then we'll move on to the discussion management board.
I guess Joseph is lost. Okay, so where's I would like to share perhaps the screen and sure. Before Joseph is coming back, so I'd like to lead the discussion. I start to pick a topic specifically. There's some topics I would like to ask first, Fidi. As this topic, what do you want to bring up?
No, I just wanted to reconfirm. From what I know, because we set a lot of our currency in Tokit as a certain value. Usually, Airbnb round that off, right? Because that's why if we change it, like we change below the USD conversion rate, it won't change the value, right? If I'm mistaken. Okay, okay. Because there is this case with Villa Olala this afternoon. So Bu Lily was asking why there is a difference of 50,000 rupiah for the booking because the Tokit setting is according to what she wants. But that's why I checked, and apparently it's because when we set in IDR, the difference itself accumulates because the number of days,
Yeah, I
because
think
it is
you
each day,
can
right? Yeah.
explain by the exchange rate.
Yes, yes, that's what I explained. And on that kind of case, because of the difference, are there any suggestions on what should we do actually? Because I know that's the case, the technically. But then, and I also offered to her whether she also wants the Tokit conversion rate to be changed to USD. But I also told her that if that's the case, it's also very prone to fluctuation to IDR because if USD drops suddenly and yeah. But yeah, any suggestions if there are such case?
If we use the USD, perhaps okay, yeah, Joseph, you come back. I let you to lead again.
Okay. Should I share my screen or?
No, just use this. I'll assist you.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, sorry about before. When I double click the discussion management board, it just closed the Chrome. Okay, so I guess we will start with Lily's discussion first because it's on the lowest. I mean,
Ah,
is there. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. But I'd like to continue the first phase because we start this already. So maybe from my perspective, we can use the one that you suggest first to set the expectation of Boot Lily, basically. If we use the USD, the problem is setting up the expectation, I guess. Because yeah, we don't know the exchange rate. One day will what is that exchange? Will change or something like that. But I suggest you to really set the expectation of the owner.
Yeah, yeah. Because actually, I explained to her, and I don't know. From my perspective, she answered like, "Okay," and I feel really happy. That's why I feel really pumped because I was able to explain to Ibu Lily. I don't know why, but I feel like happy. I don't.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
congrats.
A long word to get her to understand something sometimes, like as you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I was asking is just, do we have to take any measures to like avoid that currency rounding down to like set the price to a certain value? Because currency always fluctuates, right? So I'm not sure about that. Like, what are the suggested strategies from all of you?
Maybe if you know like how much normally change different, just put the price up around like 50,000. Then normally what she asks per half. If you want to deal like a penny because of her number.
Yeah, it's a 14 million deal, I think. That's why it's the accumulation is 50,000. Yeah, it's 40 million. Yeah, 40 million. So that's why I was a bit like,
Hmm.
If I may,
Yep. Yeah.
I think, well, it depends. Okay, it really depends on which side you think will, I guess, create better to prioritize. Is it the side of actually fixing the price or the side of setting expectations? If we fix the price, we have to fix the price all over the place, everywhere, right? But if we set expectations, saying, "Hey, look, you price in dollars," and I think she wanted in dollars at first because it's more stable as a currency, right? If you want to get paid in rupiah, it might not be worth the same amount of dollars later. So there's going to be some swing, um, and if you don't want swing, then guess you could focus on only domestic business, right? But I mean, I think it's just one of the things, and you yourself uh, give yourself a pat on the back for being able to explain it to Lily, right? So
yeah, I
congratulations.
feel happy for some reason.
Yeah, because Lily's sometimes that's a reasonable, right? So if you can reason with her, then it means that she's improved her trust with you. She believes you now. So, I mean, whichever side that you believe is, I think, more efficient. If you believe that setting the owner expectations is easier, go with that. If you believe that it's, figuring it out technically is easier, it could be depending on ZPD, right? What side is actually more efficient?
Yep, thank you, sir. Yeah, I was asking that this time, fortunately, I think she said okay and she understood, but perhaps there are other instances of this kind of problem in the future. So just asking prior, like, what are the strategies in this?
Be transparent.
Okay, noted, sir.
Uh, I believe that's a question, VD. Like, do you trust her?
Oh, it's be transparent, right?
Yeah, be transparent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah.
And relating to that theme right now might be a good time to open up this topic. Yeah. So, as you guys can all see, Frida is not here anymore. Okay, so I want to get that out of the room so that everyone doesn't sit there and wonder what happened. So the facts are that Frida has resigned, and the facts are that I think, well, this is more of an opinion than a fact, okay? But I think there's been probably maybe a breakdown in, of course, probably leadership, right? I'll start with my mistake first. So Frida was working supposedly in BI. I did see that Frida probably would be more beneficial to Wyana's side of the business because Wyana is currently doing the finance work, right? And structurally, as a company, that is breaking us. That is not very efficient right now, and there's a pipeline issue. Why? Wyana is the current only person in this company that can do business development, that can close deals with people who are essentially strangers. She has a unique skill to talk to strangers and not be intimidated by that. So while she's locked down doing finance right now, we can't implement one of our strategies, was to acquire more properties in order to get us out of this hole that we're in every month financially. So we want to acquire more properties as part of our endeavor to one, take advantage of an opportunity right now where a lot of properties need management, and two, that seems like if 5% of our properties get bookings, then what we should do is we should get enough properties such that 5% of a bigger pool would be enough to sustain our company. Okay, so there's a bottleneck right now. So I I sort of jumped the chain of command and pulled Frida over to help Wyana along with Joseph to help Wyana to unlock this company thing. Okay, so then it became rather complicated, right? Because Frida had originally signed up to be here. This place got merged. This particular chapter got merged with finance anyway, and the direct reports weren't reporting to the direct mentors. They were reporting to the CEO and Wyana. So that part got a little bit messy. I caught myself making this mistake with Vidi and Tara, and after I had actually talked to Tara about doing um, work for the marketing chapter, I came back to Vidi to see if he would bless it. Now, it's probably due to a different understanding of these relationships across the company. What I understand right now in BI is that we are essentially part of the discovery and prioritization ability for every other chapter. As you can see, there is many chapters here that a little bit like don't know how to discover, let's say. They don't have the capability to discover what is the inefficiencies happening within and maybe don't have the correct resources or capability to prioritize what needs to be done first. So in my site, BI is sort of like the brain of the company, right? And wherever there needs guidance, the brain needs to go there to give guidance. Okay. So that's part of I think the confusion and the the thing that led to let's say Frida's decision. Okay, so that's my part. I'll go to Lilith's part because Lilith was also Frida's mentor, and maybe Lilith can tell us a little bit about what happened there too.
Okay. So, yes, sir. Basically, at first, I mean, we know that I ever asked to VD basic, not really asked, but she ever tell us that can I move to other chapter? You remember VD? She asked about that. Like,
Oh
can I go
yeah,
to
yeah.
chapter, right? And other chapters is the HAR, I guess, or community, something like that. Why? It is because actually maybe she understand the capability of um discovery is very I guess is very low, the discovery part itself. Yeah, it's that's the first that I noticed. And then um from the last story yesterday, she said that before joining the intern at Bukit Vista, she actually joined the freelance things. I don't know the truth. I mean, that's what she said. And the current the company that she joined for freelance is asking for full time employee now. That's the things that Frida explained to me. And before the resignation, basically, we have meeting with me, Vidi and Joseph and Frida last week. It is on Sunday, I guess, asking about the commitment. So basically, um, we see that Joseph didn't have any progress on BI, and Joseph realized that too. And as I said, the final question is, do you have commitment and also still want to continue to the internship? And from Joseph's side, yes. And I see that progress in that Joseph is making progress now, but he decides to 50-50 with finance and BI. And we also set a clear expectation on what time Joseph has to work on finance and also BI. But with Frida, the answer is on that time. The answer is yes. She wants to continue, but fully finance on finance. So I agree with that since I also understand that the capability is actually not really that much on BI, basically. But after that, um, tomorrow, yesterday in the morning, she slacked me and asked for 101, and then suddenly she said that I get to go because I get an offer for from other company for full time employee. But I'm sorry that the news just come yesterday night, so it is on Sunday night. So I have to decide it today and start working by tomorrow, which is today. And that's actually things that I can explain related to engagement. Basically, I don't really talk much about something outside works, except like yeah, I don't really schedule time for meeting, like talking about life. But in terms of uh, talking about life, I add it in during the meeting. For something like that we need to discuss. And the other parts, she is actually progressing, but yes, the project is stuck. There's no great result yet, so that's maybe disappointing. But actually, I have asked her about the expectation. Actually, she said that don't really want to make achievement. I guess in our last meeting with Vidi and Joseph, that's her answer. So yeah, that's basically the fact that I know.
Excellent. Thank you, Lewis, for sharing your side of the story. Look, the reason I brought it up is I think it goes back to purpose of being here, right? And Lilith, I think it was a great idea to go and speak to both Frida and Joseph along with Vidi about their common purpose and ask for commitment. That's what we shared about with the Mr. Miyagi deal and Steve Jobs thing too as well. So that part is right. The ultimate thing, remember, back to the mission again, right? We're all here because we want to inspire delight through hospitality and vision that positively transforms guests, employees, and our partners. The mentors are here. If you're being intern, if you're interning here, the mentors are also here for the same reason why you're here. They're here to learn. They're here to learn how to lead and how to mentor you guys as well. I'm here to learn too as well. So that's really the common purpose that we all share at the moment for the internship program. We hope that interns can learn here so that they become positively transformed. That is your commitment to the company. We hope that you're here for that reason. All right. Our commitment to you is to help you along that path, but also we want to also be positively transformed as well by finding what it is in ourselves that makes us better leaders and able to accomplish our mission with a bigger team. Okay, so in full transparency, that what is the only reason what the internship program is about. Now, along the way, we're going to have to make a few mistakes, and sometimes mistakes are with projects, sometimes mistakes are with tasks, sometimes mistakes are with people. And in Frida's case, I think there were maybe many mistakes that have been made collectively. But what I want to take away from this is how can we fail fast? How can we look at this, think about it, and then approach this together as a group? Because we all have some part to play in this. Could Frida have tried to achieve more? Yes, I think so. Could I have, not interfered so much in the delegation process? Yes. Could Lilith have been a better mentor? I'm sure as well, right? So there's all points of improvement that we could have done. Could we have made it part of our job to understand our colleagues better, right? And had discussions to keep them on track too as well. You guys are not powerless, right? Everyone can be helpful to get this all of us on mission. Okay, so I'm here to do this. I'm here just to remind everybody about the mission. Remind us about our core values and keep us on track. That's ultimately my purpose here in this organization. So it's not the best circumstance, of course, but I think it is one of those things that let's make it a learning experience. Let's refine and redefine our purpose, right? And that I think becomes the basis for which we can all agree and work together, cooperate. Okay, that's it. I've got a few minutes before another owner meeting. I'm gonna go. Okay, but I want to talk about this topic real quick, right? When a client asks BV to lower the commission, this is Olivia again from Villa Whiska. What should we say? Okay, over to Lilith.
Okay, sir. So, yeah, this is you already meet with the who is that again? I forget, but Olivia's boyfriend, right?
Olivia
Before,
is the girl. Boyfriend, some other name. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
You don't agree with lowering the commission, right?
No, I don't. I don't.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
but
Why?
sorry, sir.
But why?
Yeah, because we put more effort today compared to before. I
Hmm?
mean,
Okay.
that's the first reason that you explained to us basically when I'm discussing the commission with Arum, that actually Pa Adam willing to stay with the commission, right? But it's different with Olivia. I guess because say I don't know, yeah, everyone has different perspective, but uh succeed with Pa Adam basically with the 7 months deal we can keep 20%.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the different for the person, but actually for the other owner, we I use that method, like I explained by myself, like here's the thing, sir. We work more than before. Like we try to find clients with this difficult situation with many ways, with advertising and something like that. So, can you please keep, like, yeah, that's my style. Can you please keep
Nice.
the commission on to 20%? Just don't lower the commission. That's basically my way, sir.
Absolutely. Okay. Look at it this way. Sometimes I try to go to like a core value to try to find the answer for this, right? And can we inspire delight through hospitality innovation that positively transforms our partners? Can we do that if we keep on taking away our own resources? We already don't have very many resources right now, right? We're not asking for money. We're asking for an opportunity to earn money, which is very, very different. We're not asking them to pay us. We're not asking them to invest in us. We're just asking, if we do bring you money, can we get paid enough so that we can keep on doing this for you every day, right? We're already in the negative. We're not in any position to like give what little money do we have back to our partners. We kind of need to, in order to help others first, we need to kind of like save ourselves first in this particular regard. So think of it also from a basic point of view. If I can't negotiate for me, how am I going to negotiate for you? Right? If I can't even negotiate what you give me, why would you think I would negotiate for you? Right? Maybe I back down on this. Maybe I back down on this, and maybe I'll just start thinking, what can I do less to make this worthwhile? What can I do less to make 10% now worthwhile? So we have to ask ourselves also honestly on this particular case, are we bringing any deals to Villa Lisca at the moment?
Not long term deals, but like only some bookings.
Okay, so we bring some
Yeah,
bookings, which is better than a lot of other properties, right? So we are keeping a line of business to them. Okay, so then there's a lot of other empty properties right now, right?
Yep.
So why would I, you know, give you the business when I can get 20% from the other property that would be happy to get some business? That is completely empty. It's this kind of discussion I think shows a lack of alignment between ourselves and the partner, right? If they're asking for this, it really means that they don't have a very good alignment to understanding what we do and how we're supposed to work. We're supposed to inspire delight, hospitality, innovation, positive transformation. How are we supposed to positively transform anybody if you're going to undercut us, right? Um, yes, I understand you might be losing money, but I'm not taking money from your pocket, right? I'm just taking money that I bring to you to pay so that I can bring you the next deal again. And currently, you kind of, if you're asking for, let's say, you don't have to pay for a sales and marketing team, you don't have to pay for a content person, you don't have to pay for data science people, you don't have to pay for internship development programs, you don't have to pay for any of that. I'm not asking you to pay for any of that. But I am asking, like, when we do bring a deal, can you pay your fair share for the deal I bring you? That's pretty much it. That's the way I see it, right? Um, if we aren't working for them at all, then just give us nothing, right? That's essentially what zero is. We don't work, we get nothing. But I think that you said it too, right? Commissions are inherently fair. They're inherently like you don't. We're working on commission only right now, right? You're not paying us anything. We're not making, So, but tell me the curious part is this kind of reminds me of that moment right before the Cinemas land deal, right? Why do we feel uncomfortable with this? Why do we feel uncomfortable for asking for what? I don't know. Like it's. I don't make you guys work for commission, right? Right? If I said, hey, like Lilith, you're working on commission right now. You get 1% of whatever we bring in BI. And if I did make you work on commission, right? And I told you I'm going to reduce your commission for everything you bring in. I mean, would you really seriously I, I, would you take a 33% pay cut the aspect of not being no guarantee to pay and taking a pay cut on no guarantee to be paid? So it is different, I think, right, in this particular regard. Okay, I'm about to go into this discussion, but I want you guys to think about it. I want to open the discussion up because I can still feel that there's, not everybody's comfortable with this idea yet. So I need to understand why, right? And we need to get that straight. Next question is Bali or Jogja, right? There's some confusion right now whether we should focus on Bali or Jogja, right? There is, yes, everyone agrees that the domestic market is taking up. That part is good. But also, we just got some huge deals in Bali with the Sunrise House, which we still have, I hope, right? We still have that? Yeah? Okay, good. So it seems like the big ticket items are still happening. The big ticket items are still happening in Bali for some reason. So, I mean, how many deals will we need to get in Jogja to get like one deal there? So I want you guys to like balance that with what you see on the graph and tell me like what side we should focus on. If we should focus on Bali, I'm going to bring Rizal over and we're going to go do, and maybe Vidi too. Vidi, if you want to come over, like, I don't know, but, and we can go and find some properties. We'll go camp in different neighborhoods, and Joseph too, you can come too, and we'll camp in different neighborhoods, and we'll do some offline canvassing, right? But we need to make a decision on that because that I can make happen, okay? And for the other discussions, I'll let you have a private discussion without me about the commission discussion because sometimes I can be very overpowering, right? And I might drown out everybody else's voice. So I want you guys to have your own discussion on that without my interference. And tell me what you want to focus on, Jogja or Bali. And Tara can tell. Tara, in my opinion, is working one chapter. She's working in business intelligence, but she is a representative of business intelligence and marketing. So that to me has never been two things, but it's been one thing. And we're trying as much as possible to remove sync ups in marketing so that essentially she doesn't need to wake up at 5 a.m. anymore, right? She can just sort of, like see the report. Yeah. That's why I'm thinking about the root cause, right? Okay, and Joseph's bandwidth is also a good question too as well. Let's get that right so that we don't fail again. Okay. All right. Have a good day, everyone. I'll let you guys continue, and I'll meet with Olivia and tell her what I just told you and see where it goes. Yeah. Okay. See you guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
sir.
you.